WWE appear to be editing their crowd reactions on Netflix. Elsewhere, we have a major update on Goldberg's retirement match, and a WWE superstar is challenging for the TNA World Title. It's all in the wrestling news. Hello everybody, Jack and Ross here with the Monday Morning Wrestling News. Lots of little bits, lots of little stories.
Aye, hand movements as well.
Lots of little bits.
Fantastic.
And we're going to power through them. So there might be more stories than usual, but it's just little bits. Sorry.
So frantic.
I'm so sorry. First of all, as was spotted by an eagle-eyed user on Squared Circle, and I have written their username down. I'll need to check that while Ross is talking, and then I'll chime in later on. But a user on Squared Circle on Reddit has discovered that WWE and Netflix have been apparently adding the "This is awesome" chants to random matches where it didn't even happen.
God, yeah, the example given here is from WrestleMania 40, which you can hear dubbed in "This is awesome" chants during the 4-team ladder match for the Tag Team Championships. I saw this news story this morning, and I thought, is it really news? Because you watch Raw. I mean, when we get to Raw on a Tuesday morning over here in the UK, at least for me anyway, you always feel like there's certain segments, especially involving heels, where you hear the fake boo noise being piped in. So it's weird to hear them going back and doing it retrospectively for matches that maybe don't even need the help, you would imagine.
There's been loads of banter in the work chat, as you can imagine. Can't believe there was the Fight Forever chant during Hogan Andre, and that's us. We have fun. But I think it's weird. I agree that maybe it's not that newsworthy or not that unusual to hear them do it for like the last episode of Raw or SmackDown. But like you say, going back and doing it retroactively on pay-per-views feels...
It's deceptive.
It feels a bit insecure on WWE's part.
Yeah.
Just be proud of your own product, lads. Yeah. I don't know.
And I guess it is obvious when you hear it for the first time and you recognise in your brain, no, that's just been piped in. Yeah. Every single time you hear, because it's always the same cadence.
It's off-putting then, isn't it?
You just know it's a thing, don't you?
So credit there to the Reddit user Chris JTW97 who spotted that. JT Dub. Also, we have an update on Ross's boy. Bill Goldberg.
I watched WCW as a child.
That's what I mean.
Modern day Bill I do not care for. Billy G is not my wrestler. He's just a bald man. But he's training apparently to get back in the wrestling ring. He shared a picture on Instagram. People in the ring include his shoot son. They include people with the surname Von Erich. Oh, and other men as well.
Yes, the caption introduced them as his in-ring crew and said, "And so the grind begins." This is presumably Goldberg beginning to get in shape to train for his retirement match, which has been speculated for a long time or expected to happen this summer, probably at the SummerSlam, I'd assume.
Hopefully against Gunther.
Oh,
hopefully. That's the one I want to see.
Do you think Goldberg's the sort of person, though, like Sting, who maybe it makes more sense to have them win their last match? Because Goldberg's whole gimmick was winning.
Not against Gunther.
Not against Gunther, no.
So yeah, maybe we need a different opponent. But yeah, the whole Sting retirement thing, how well it went down, has sort of changed the tradition of retirement matches in professional wrestling. Years gone by, you'd pay your dues. You'd pay respect to the business on your way out by having your shoulders pinned to the mat and making someone else look fantastic. But who knows now?
I think I'd do that if I was a wrestler. I'd want to lose my last match. Yeah. Just for the taking my gloves off at the end or whatever. I'd be wearing gloves apparently. That's my. Oh,
wait, obviously MMA
fighter. So there we'll have more updates on Goldberg hopefully as and when they happen in the run up to a potential retirement match at SummerSlam, but we'll wait and see. There's an early call time for those wrestlers at NXT Stand and Deliver, according to Fightful.
Yes, they're saying the backstage reaction to NXT Stand and Deliver's new start time of 9:30, saying the talent are dreading the call time for that show. It's an interesting one for me because we always hear, don't we, that call times are like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon for a 7 p.m. start. So if it's 9:30 in the morning, what is the call time?
9:30 is the start time.
Oh, yes.
Presumably of the pre-show, I'm assuming, at a 30 hour. That's got to be.
Maybe. Maybe main card at 10.
But the call time is crazy then. It's because it's taking place on the same day as one of the nights of WrestleMania.
It's a matinee.
So it's a matinee show, which gives everyone a chance to get across to WrestleMania if those fans want to watch so much wrestling in one day.
And it's also worried they're going to peak too early in the day, because obviously after Stand and Deliver, certain things could happen, and you got nothing left for WrestleMania if you're a fan who goes to both.
Yes, that's right. I wonder what we're going to see at that show. You'd imagine there's going to be some sort of... Well, I don't know now. I was about to say some sort of title change in the men's division, but Obafemi could keep a hold of that.
I think a heel Trick Willie will take the title home. That's my bold prediction.
With those
Dark State
boys, who hasn't yet been confirmed that he's affiliated with them.
It's just conspicuous how certain actions happen at certain times. Like they're going towards the ring. Trick arrives on Tuesday. The Dark State lads stop.
They don't attack him. No.
It's all coming. No, whatever. It's all happening.
Yes, it is all happening in NXT. Also, another big return, a big return in this news video is, I think, Mr. WrestleMania of the modern age.
He's taken it from Shawn Michaels, well
He
doubt,
has.
or from somebody else, as you will find out in our tournament bracket coming up soon on the channel, where we find out who is the greatest WrestleMania main eventer of all time.
Yes, it's a good one. It's me, Ross, and Andrew, and we all have a bit of a debate about, just based on their WrestleMania main events, who is Mr. WrestleMania. And there's some debate. It's good. It's good.
Like an hour's worth of debate. Brilliant.
It was quite long, yeah.
Anyway, this song here is called Timeless by Mr. WrestleMania, The Weeknd this year. And I think it's a bit of a shame, because the WrestleMania songs by The Weeknd thus far have been toe tappers, songs with a beat, songs with a bit of chutzpah. He's gone down that route where it's like a little trap beat and it's like harmonious tones above it. It just sounds like most new songs today. To me, an old man.
Blinding Lights was that was a huge song.
Save Your Tears, I thought was fantastic.
No, for a WrestleMania song, that's too mournful, isn't it?
It was the one after COVID, so you're thinking, what they got planned here, and it was all right, actually.
Was it? The show was
37,
all right.
yeah.
Yeah, but the song, I didn't... I like the one that's... That one.
Yeah,
that was a good one.
I know exactly what you're talking
Do you
about.
actually know which one I mean?
I haven't got a clue.
No, you know
that sounds like Hot Town Funk to me, or whatever it was called.
It was a little bit funky.
Uptown Funk.
But it wasn't... It was... it doesn't matter. It was... anyway, it sounds like he's gone back to more of a Save Your Tears kind of... No, trap beat.
Just like all songs today, like...
I thought Fiend was the WrestleMania theme.
I'm glad. Well, they always have more than one, don't they? So I'm glad
do,
that that's been sort of taken over by another song, because that one's terrible as well for me.
I'm not a fan of Fiend, but I reckon if you're under the age of 20, it's just music to your young ears. You're just like, this is my sort of thing.
But if you're our age, it just makes me think of the Crazy Frog. If you know at home, the Crazy Frog. Did the Crazy Frog do America?
Did he crack America?
Did he crack America?
I don't actually know.
In the mid-noughties. If you know, you know. If you don't need to know.
You don't need to know. Elsewhere, The Weeknd is not the only person returning. In fact, he's not even the biggest star returning to wrestling recently, because none other than the former Von Wagner. We saw him last week on Dynamite as a security guard towering over everybody else involved.
Questioning whether Tony Khan knew who he had.
Well, it looks
Did he just think it was a random wrestler from Minnesota?
But no, it looks like he actually did know, because Von Wagner stepped into a Ring of Honor ring for the first time over the weekend, teaming with Dion Russman. They lost to the Gates of Agony.
There's no shame in that. The Gates of Agony are fantastic. Two big brawling boys. And I assume Cum would have done his best, but obviously Dion, not the best tag team partner for a legend of the game like Von Wagner to have. So it'll happen for you, Von. You keep trying there.
I'm genuinely delighted to see him, because the security thing, even though it was nice to see him on screen, did fill me with a bit of dread. Like, is that it for his actual in-ring career? So seeing him now pop up in Ring of Honor in an actual match, it can only be the start of at least a nice little run in Ring of Honor.
It's going to be like a Joe Hendry-esque rise, I think, from this point out. This time next year, we'll be looking at Ring of Honor World Champion Von Wagner with his dancing shoes.
No, don't even, because I'm now going to be sad when that doesn't, if that doesn't.
You've got to believe, haven't you?
Yeah, you do.
Who would have thought Newcastle won a major trophy for the first time in 70 years, but it's happened.
Get over it, man.
Fantastic.
I was glad I was away during the parade this weekend.
It was hectic.
Yeah, did you go?
I was in the middle, in the middle of it all.
The Town Moor?
Next to Haymarket I was. Didn't go to the Town Moor, didn't bother.
enough.
The event didn't look that good. Anyway, that's besides
You see the lads on the bus?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Who was on your side?
Eddie Howe had the cup.
Fair enough. He's a little rat, him, isn't he? Right. Anyway, I'm not bitter or anything.
Sir Edward Howe.
More WWE names are working TNA shows in the near future, according to Vital Select.
Yeah, they're saying JC Jane has made a good impression. And apparently, I saw a little screenshot on the Twitter machine this week, and she was stood next to Tessa Blanchard.
Oh.
So that's interesting for all concerned, isn't it?
Well, just stood next to her.
Well, they were on the ramp, but obviously something happened inside the ring. I've not seen the show.
I thought you meant a backstage picture, like,
No, they're pitched together on the show in the same segment, that'll go one of two ways.
It certainly will. And apparently, Fatal Influence, because of JC Jane's good impression, maybe, Fatal Influence is scheduled to work an upcoming TNA pay-per-view as well.
Yeah, well, Fallon did make a mess of her title shot, didn't she? So they've got nothing to do in NXT for the moment.
But they teased, there was a match teased between a few of the tag teams and the current Knockouts tag team champions, which is Dana Brooks' name, Ash by Elegance.
And Heather.
And Heather by Elegance. And they teased that they'd face either the Meta Girls or Gigi Dolan and Tatum Paxley. But could it be Fatal Influence now getting in there as well?
God. God.
Yeah, I know.
God.
Who's going to win
I
that?
don't know.
Another TNA news, and there are spoilers ahead for the most recent TNA taping, so I should put that warning in there right now. TNA look to be introducing a new championship.
Yeah, well, one's been taken away, and that's the one that Steph DeLanda got as part of her divorce from PCO.
Yes.
And it looks like it might have been replaced by another one, which has got a very familiar name, everybody. It's an international title, which I'm surprised by the choice of name, but I'm not surprised by the choice of like the gimmick of the title, because with the way the world is at the moment, and obviously TNA wrestlers appearing here, there, and everywhere, it makes sense to have a title that can go around the world with them.
I fully agree. I'm surprised because AEW also have an international title, which is fairly new as well, but I'm not surprised at the introduction of it. It'll see its first champion crowned at TNA Unbreakable in a couple of weeks' time. The tournament to crown the new champ will see a series of three-way dances and then culminate in a three-way dance at the pay-per-view itself. Very interesting.
Very interesting
indeed. Anyone you want to see?
Von Wagner.
Yeah.
Mr. USA himself.
Fair enough. And finally, a WWE star could also be challenging, or is challenging, for the TNA World Title. It's Ethan Page, who made a welcome return to TNA at the tapings on Friday, appearing whilst the Elite Hunter, Frankie Kazarian, was challenging Joe Hendry to a TNA title match. But Ethan Page went, well, I'm owed a title match as well.
Yeah, there's a three-way dance going to happen. Obviously interesting with Ethan Page's ties to the Impact back in the day. I think it was around that time with the karate fighting and all that malarkey.
I'm still waiting to see when Josh Alexander's going to crop up anyway.
Oh, yeah, well, you can't go back to TNA, can he?
No, that's just what popped into my head because he was Ethan Page's tag partner.
Brandy Rhodes' favourite part.
Brandy Rhodes buried Ethan Page. Right, anyway, that was a fun segment as well. It'll be interesting to see what Ethan Page does. I wonder if he's in that match and it becomes a three-way dance, and that means that they don't want Kazarian to take the pinfall? No.
I imagine Kazarian would take the pinfall.
Yeah. Now that you say it, yeah.
Then maybe set up a singles match between Hendry and Page at some event.
In NXT.
Yeah.
Yes, you've done it.
Stand and deliver.
You've solved it there conclusively. Well done.
Thank you very much.
And well done, everybody, for watching as well. Thank you for watching a little bit of a slightly more chaotic news video than usual, I think.
No, just to hit all the hits all the time.
Yeah, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comments section down below. And we might be back later on if there's more wrestling news. And if not, we'll have a brilliant Monday. I've been Jack, this has been Ross, and we'll see you very soon.